Hey everybody, Scott here from Cowboy Thunder Woodworking. I want to do a 28 days later review of the Nextwave CNC Shark HD 644. This is not sponsored in any way. I upgraded from the 544. Nextwave is such an amazing company to work with. Great technical support, great customer support. They're based here in Ohio. They build all their products here. The CEO has even helped me from time to time, and their vice president Brandon is amazing too. He's a friend, I think now. That's my spoil board that I made with my logo on it, with a V-carve. I've done a variety of these bit trays, 175 slot. That's Mexican tiger wood. That's mine. And I did teak, and I did Duke. That's from my buddy at JD Lumber Co. Shark 644 is so fast. I mean, I shoot through these products like butter. I've done a variety of SEC type projects. I'm from Tennessee and Mississippi, so I used a pocketing path for those. That's some Duke to get that orange effect. This machine went through it. That was probably 15 minutes. Then I threw some orange mica powder epoxy in the gap in the pocket, and I'll use a surfacing bit to flatten the top and the bottom out. Those are from my sons. I graduated from Ole Miss, so they needed some hottie toddy. I put blue around the outline epoxy, and then I'll put red in the cup holders. This was cool. I had to glue up Purple Heart and Yellow Heart, and that's for the LSU Tiger fan. So I've used it to flatten a variety of slabs. It does a great job. I have a 2-inch bit. That's some acacia, which is pretty hard, but it had no problems whatsoever. This is my personal table. I got those long slabs from my buddy at JD Lumber Co. Check him out on Instagram. He has an 80-acre lumber yard. So that's an extinct species called Orcurs de California, and then I just used a variety of other pieces for the islands. That's actually a tree root he salvaged from the wildfires in LA. I surfaced the top and the bottom and popped it on there. This is another smaller table that I did of Purdue to get that wild orange effect, and I threw that crazy swirly epoxy in the middle and then flattened it again with that surfacing bit. This is another coffee table slab that I did, flatten the top and the bottom, and I'll do the clear coat on the top there and be done with that one. This was for my son. That was a 1,500-year-old piece of redwood. I started this on the 544 and then finished up to get that redwood flat, and your redwood's really soft, so I had to be pretty gentle with it. So I dropped down to a 1-inch bit and just took my time. That's a V-carve I did for JD Lumber Co. That took about 30 minutes, and that's a ton of detail. I used a 30-degree V-bit on that one. This is another V-carving I did for a friend of mine who's a deputy sheriff. That's a Lazy Susan. He's not lazy. This is the Mexican coat of arms, and you can see there's a ton of detail in that. I used a 1/16 inch bit to get most of that small detail. I did a variety of FIFA products. I love the Mexico one. Just the detail and the imagery is really great. The Shark had no problems with any of these, even though you see there's quite a bit of really small spots there. I used a 30-degree V-bit on that one. Love the red there. This was a larger one, 18 by 24, for a friend's husband who's a big Argentina fan. I V-carved the circle section, cut that out, and then I did a pocket up top and bottom and made holes for the epoxy. This is for a friend of mine who's a big Egypt fan. And then good old USA, again I did a V-carve, about 30 minutes, and then filled the pockets in with red, white, and blue. This is for a friend. I glued these variety of hardwood species together, flattened it, and then she wanted her name in pink, so I did a V-carve again with a 30 degree, and there you go. This, I have all 50 states that I can cut out, so I did this as a 24-inch Lazy Susan. That cutout took like 6 minutes, and it's 24 inches. This is from my wonderful Nieto fin. So I cut out the 24-inch circle, used barnwood red stain, then I took a 1-inch piece of Paduke and V-carved his name in, and then filled the gaps in with that blue epoxy. Done a variety of these Cal Fire projects, lots of detail there up top especially, but the 30 degree V-bit did just fine. This is a Mexico piece I started off on the laser, and then I switched it over to get the top and the bottom flat for a friend of mine. So this was a really detailed carve. I had to use a 1/16 bit to get into those tiny gaps. A friend of mine, Kinetic Carving, helped me clean up the file so I wouldn't be able to get through it. I'll drop that on the laser next to the name. That's my oopsie. Measure your wood correctly, which obviously I did not do. So I'm glad I started small as a practice run. I'll redo that one. So this is my 48-inch logo sign that I did on the 644. 5 different species of wood, and I did a V-carve. And then I'll go back and fill that in with red, white, and blue epoxy. Just imagine your business logo hanging on the wall, big 48-inch circle or square or what have you. If you can dream it, I can design it and build it. So let me know. That cowboy hat had a lot of detail in it, but it had no issues. This is a Lazy Susan for a friend. I did the epoxy in a mold from Crafted Elements, and then I cut out the circle for the Lazy Susan on the CNC. That was a Westeros map. It took 8 hours, but you can see the level of detail. This is for our sheriff. I started off with the small practice piece, and then that larger piece is a 48-inch table top that I'll finish up hopefully this week. Again, Nextwave, great company. I've had 0 issues with my 644. It's just such a great, fun machine. I can't say enough about it. If you can tell me who my Nieto is, you'll be entered for a giveaway of one of my finished projects. Thank you. It'd be awesome if you would like and subscribe.